Hi there. I am a new mom here at Honest Mama's Reviews. So I just want to do a quick dive in. So one of my favorite purchases as a first-time mom, and for me was a must-have, is the Dr. Brown's all-in-one sterilizer and dryer. I'll explain the reasons why it works for me, the pros and cons, although for me there really are no cons, but some people might view them as such. I will give you a demonstration on how it works. Now it's roughly around $67, so I would just say around $70. So again, what I do is I hand wash them and put them in the sanitizer, run the sanitizer and dryer combo. That's just what I've always done because it gives me a peace of mind. But what I'm learning from other moms off the internet is that you absolutely don't have to run the sanitizer if you don't want to. You can just utilize the dryer. If you still want to just hand wash and then throw them in there just to use the dryer, that's absolutely fine. I have been using this for 7 months now and I am still happy with it. So these are the components and everything that's included. So this is the face of the unit. This is where you put the water in. It's recommended that you use distilled water. That's what I use. And I really haven't gone through that much. It doesn't take very much. It gives you a measuring cup that comes with it, and it has 2 markings on it to show how much you need per cycle that you choose to run. This is your hot plate. You pour your water inside this hot plate here. And then the main container. And this part holds your bottles or your breast pump parts, basically all of your large items. This can hold up to 6 bottles. Now I will show you how to load the bottles in here for your breast pump parts. And this is the top part. It holds all of the smaller pieces. And then of course your lid. Now it has 3 different settings on here. It has sanitize only, dry only, or auto. Auto just means that it sanitizes and dries at the same time. Now for the pros and cons. Like I said before, there's really no cons for me. It's been a lifesaver for me. But the cons are just more of things that you should know. Some people might consider them cons, but for me, it works for me and I've been happy with it. Some people have complained that it just runs too long, that the dryer takes too long to run. So auto takes about up to an hour to run to sanitize and dry. Also, just another thing you need to be aware of is just like any other machine in your house, any appliance, like a coffee maker, for instance, things like that, they need to be cleaned every once in a while to maintain the appliance to make sure that it's running efficiently. And thirdly, I've seen some people complain that it doesn't dry all the way. This is not true for me, and I'm going to explain why. Some people complain about it not drying their parts all the way or the bottles all the way, and this is simply because they're overstacking. They're trying to pack as much stuff in there as possible. If you're going to do that, not enough air is going to get through to dry everything. In the manual even says it can hold up to 6 bottles. And I've not once had an issue where I've opened it up and found my breast pump parts or my bottles being wet. They've always been dry. So just keep in mind, don't overfill it. It'll run efficiently and the way it's supposed to. If you're anything like I was, now the air drying, this just did not work for me. Not as an exclusively breastfeeding and breast pump user. Now, because we all know that breast pump parts have to be dry before you can use them, and air drying, it just was not conducive for what I needed it for. I'd wash them at night and come out in the morning and they would still be wet. Plus, I needed to use them a few times a day. So what I was starting to have to do was using a blow dryer, which worked, but it was time consuming. So I looked this up and found this, and my husband, he ordered it for me. Whatever your situation is, I personally think that this is a great addition to help out postpartum moms. I exclusively breastfeed and breast pump, and so I use this for my breast pump parts. You always want to make sure to check your manufacturer of your breast pump that your breast pump parts can be used in a bottle sanitizer. I will have you note that you do still have to hand wash them and rinse them before putting them in the sanitizer. This is not a bottle washer. What I do personally is I just hand wash them quickly, rinse them, and put them in the sanitizer and let it run. And then when I need them, they are good and ready to go for me. After sterilization, they are good to stay there for up to 24 hours as long as you don't open the lid. This saves on a lot of time, which we know as postpartum moms, we don't have a lot of time on our hands. It can be very stressful, especially if you're already dealing with postpartum depression and feeling overwhelmed. This machine helped me out immensely. But everybody's different. But if you were finding yourself in a situation like me where you're breastfeeding every 2 hours and it takes an hour for your little one to eat, and then that's not including burping and diaper changes, I really only had a window of maybe 20 minutes to a half hour. So again, this device, I feel like it saved me really. All right, that's it for now. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. I hope that it's helped you out, and I hope that if you do choose to get this, that it helps you out in your journey. My baby girl and I, we just asked as a first, if it's not too much to ask, as a fellow mother, please hit like and subscribe. It will help us out a lot. Uh-oh, we dropped our toys. Thank you. Can you say hi? Hi, baby. Yeah. I love you.